first half, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, could be Wayne!
I think I got my swagger back. Oh!
I love it, baby!
Them orange britches. Something about them orange britches.
Tennessee wins! Out of by Tennessee, Jawan Jennings. Jennings makes the catch.
Ball hit high in the air into right field. Going back is Sayre. And Tennessee can say hello, win column. A grand slam in the bottom of the ninth. You can't draw it up any better.
We just won a basketball game, and we're very happy right now. McGrath for the win.
He got it.
If you don't like college football and you watch this one, I'm not sure what your problem is.
Reddit dit to do, and welcome into More Important Issues. I'm Caleb Mitchell. Joining me always, Landon Raby in the booth. Joey Boots on the sticks. Is that how we should? What do you prefer, in the booth or on the sticks? And I'll use that
on
going
the ground.
forward.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean we could do that always.
Oh. I think the booth is a little bit better. On the sticks is like, I don't know.
I feel like
something weird about
you're
it.
playing COD or something.
Yeah. Cranking 90s on Fortnite. Back in the day.
It's draft night.
Yeah, happy draft night to all the celebrate.
It is NFL draft night. The Titans, unless they've finally traded away their pick, they're on the clock.
Allegedly.
Keep me up. What is it? Are they going to be smart? Or I don't know. Some people want Cam Ward.
I think most of their fans.
I mean,
want Cam
I'm not
Ward,
a
right?
Titans fan, but I would trade it. Trade it. I mean, can you name like who's like a top pick quarterback that turned out to be like really good? That's in that. That's like the top of their game right now. Can you name one?
Yeah, no, I think they're hard to hit on.
I mean, the best quarterbacks have been ones that have been picked later.
To be fair, though,
like
that
C.J.
didn't
Stroud's
work
doing
for
pretty
them
well.
most recently.
That's true. Okay, that's a good one.
It's like the most recent one I can think of.
But he wasn't the number one pick.
No,
You
not
just
number
said
one.
You just
yeah,
said top,
Okay.
which would imply, I would think, high draft picks.
Okay.
that's a good point.
I mean, I think Jaden Daniels,
Yeah,
somewhat TBD, but I mean, also like so far so good.
yeah.
What was he?
He was
super high, was he?
He had to be top 10, right? I don't know off the top of my head.
Roderick Dell is riding on to the stage on a bike,
Oh,
like a pedal. He's pedaling.
he is.
And he's now. Oh, he's turning around.
He is. He's trying to get the Packers fans to not boo him.
Yeah.
Do you think So he acts like he enjoys it. He acts like he's in on the bit.
Oh my God, they're all on bikes.
Live updates here.
It's just the production that Roger Goodell pulls out every year just never ceases to amaze me.
Yeah, he brought the 2021. He brought his
Lil Wayne and Clay Matthews.
yeah, Lil Wayne, famously from Wisconsin.
I don't think he's from Wisconsin.
No, he's just
a
got that
fan.
song.
He's from New Orleans.
I was like, he's in New Orleans.
It was Lil Wayne that rhymed mansion with Wisconsin.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
It might have been. Hey,
No, it was.
spitting rhymes. What? I
Was
don't know.
that Akon?
No. It might not have been Lil
Wait,
Wayne,
it
but I'm
was
thinking
in the
Akon.
Wasn't it in the song with Lil Wayne though?
I think it was Lil Wayne that said those lyrics. I'm almost. This makes me. I know I'm not hip. I know I'm no longer.
I
in
think
the
you're
know,
right.
But I think it's Lil Wayne. I'm almost certain it's not Akon.
It's T-Pain.
It is.
But I think it's
T-Pain.
with Lil Wayne. I think that's where I'm. Yeah, I can't believe it. That's the song.
It is T-Pain.
Because I think it's like, I'm in my mansion in Wisconsin, but Lil Wayne's in the song.
okay.
Maybe it's the chorus part.
Maybe I am hip, and maybe I subconsciously knew that.
I think
It is
you nailed
T-Pain. I think you're right. It's T-Pain that sings that lyric. Unfortunately, dang.
Shout out T-Pain though.
Yeah, all the Titans fans
I love
do want.
T-Pain.
Yeah, no, T-Pain, real one. I mean, I guess that's a good thing though. Here's the problem. If all the Titans fans do want Cam Ward, you kind of have to pick him. If you're the
I
organization.
mean, I think they pick him. I don't think they trade it.
Well, I'm just saying, even if they trade it, like that's not going to
But do they just want another quarterback, or do they actually think Cam Ward is going to lead them to victories?
I hope they think Cam Ward's. If they take him, I hope they.
I'm just talking about Titans fan. Are they more excited to just not have Will Levis?
I think there is. It's getting a new toy. You got a new one to cheer for. Well, and I think the Will Levis experiment is over, rightfully so. It should have been a long time ago, but I think it's official.
Yeah. Well, unless you're Kentucky's social media team today.
Or were they all?
Well, they tweeted it's draft day or something. It was a picture of Will Levis in a Kentucky uniform and then with the Titans. And the first comment was
That's
he's the
bad
reason.
timing.
He's the reason why the Titans have the number 1 pick this year.
Yeah, that's bad timing. You should have an idea that he is probably no longer going to be. He's not going to have a job after today. We're seeing Will Levis get fired in real time.
Yeah.
Does that make you feel good, Landon? You feel good about yourself? This is a livelihood.
Well,
how are his girlfriends going to eat?
That's a good point. Yeah. Be a backup.
He probably would be a really good backup.
Yeah.
I bet he could
honestly be a heck of a guy that throws a pick at the end of a half.
I could see him being not the best years of Ryan Fitzpatrick, but
He could
could
be a
see him being
McCown.
Fitz.
He kind of looks like McCown.
I think he'd be better than McCown. I think he's better than Josh McCown. He's between Josh McCown and Ryan Fitzpatrick.
He's more talented than Josh McCown. I don't know if he's.
I think you're saying the same.
I think he's a lot dumber than Josh McCown, so I don't know. He does a lot more picks than Josh McCown. I don't know that for sure.
But he also
I don't
throws
know
a lot more passes.
I just feel like Will Levis is known for bad plays and throwing picks. Josh McCown is just being a backup.
He fumbled one time.
Josh McCown is a great backup. The Titans are on the clock. 10 minutes away. Good God. What are we doing? What are we waiting on? You've had all this time?
What pisses me off is that they'll wait until 9:58 to hand the paper in.
Yeah.
The NFL does this build up like people enjoy it. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. James Pierce, where's he going? The last one I saw before we went live was to the Falcons at 15.
I've seen that. I've also seen 35, 34, stuff like that. So
that would suck if he would just fell just outside of the first round.
Yeah.
The best I've seen him as of today, I think, was 18th to the Bengals.
Okay.
And
Okay,
that was
that's
just
the best. I don't know where the best I've seen him other than 15,
Recently.
that one I just looked at right before we came on.
I mean,
it was 15 for the Falcons?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then that's better than. I thought the Falcons were 20. But I
What
know
is
Falcons
Adam
are favorited to.
Scheffler wearing?
A hoodie over a.
Is that a hoodie? It looks like a suit with a hood.
I think it's a suit
definitely a
jacket
hoodie.
over a hoodie over a dress shirt and tie. I think
That's a
what it
pretty
is.
sick look.
Is it cold in Green Bay right now?
Titans are already on the phone.
It can't be
so-
cold enough to wear a hoodie.
I don't know. It's April.
I'm wearing a hoodie right now. I need to shut up. I just like hoodies though. I don't know.
Yeah, I was thinking about it today. I had a long sleeve shirt on earlier because it was the Panthers, and I was like, long sleeve shirts are kind of dumb.
I'm not a fan.
Either wear a hoodie or wear a short sleeve shirt. You don't need a long sleeve t-shirt. Long sleeve t-shirts are very. I don't even know if they're overrated. I just think they're dumb.
You know what I've to your point, I guess what's come back into style for me that's been long gone. I think the term would be shoody, but just like a lightweight hoodie,
Oh, I love it.
lighter than a Roback hoodie even.
Yeah, it's like the.
Like
I've
the
got
golf
I've
hoodies.
got, yeah, that's like a stretchy.
It's a shoody.
You can wear it in the summer.
So
and
yeah,
it makes no difference.
the term would be shoody.
Yeah, I love those.
Yeah,
They're great.
I wear them. They're part of my wardrobe. I haven't seen them in a while. It's not common attire anymore.
Oh, I'll rock them.
Okay.
When are we bringing back the long sleeve under the short sleeve?
I love that. I love that.
rocked that look
I love
in middle
that look.
school.
Yeah,
or
no.
definitely elementary school. But Bring it back.
I think it's a great look. The only problem is I do agree with Landon. Long sleeve shirts, for whatever reason, they suck.
Yeah, they're not great.
Really? I like them inside. I wouldn't wear them outside because it's either like I'm either going to be hot t-shirt, cold sweatshirt. I'm never like it's long sleeve weather.
Yeah, it's
10 years
never
ago, I
like
used to be.
long sleeve weather. I don't think.
Yeah,
I'm trying to bring turtlenecks back,
like black turtleneck.
black or white.
I will be. I'm right there with you. I love a turtleneck
I'm big on turtlenecks.
with a blazer over it.
I mean, I've been wearing them at Tennessee games. Is where I've been rocking them.
Just like The Rock. Just wearing
God,
like a
well,
gold chain.
The Kentucky game, I wore a black one because it was a blackout, of course, and it got hot that day, and so I did look like I was trying to dress like The Rock because I just had a black turtleneck
If you
on.
smell. I love The Rock.
Did you watch WWE?
Growing up?
No,
On
Sunday
Sunday?
night.
Oh, no.
John Cena got his 17th belt. I don't.
I don't know.
I refuse to watch WWE, but
Some guy talked to me at Dick's Sporting Goods about it, and I'd act like I knew what happened.
I did a deep dive I was in TikTok, and there was this guy with Down syndrome just going on about how John Cena's a P word, and he's an old fart, and I loved it.
He got upset. People were making fun of his bald spot this week. He got real mad.
I thought Shane
John
Gillis
Cena?
said that
Oh, I thought you were talking about
they
the
all
guy with
love
Down
John
syndrome.
Cena.
He might have too. I don't know. He might have. I did see a Twitter stat today that I did not verify it. I don't know who said it, but if James Pierce goes in the first round, there will be a Tennessee player taken in the first round of every professional league this year.
Oh. If James Pierce is the number 1 overall pick, I win $1,000 tonight.
How much money did you put on that?
At $5. And it was last year when there was people talking about he could be the number 1.
That seems like that should pay out way more.
But you did it when
he was
like everyone was like, oh, he's actually
Yeah,
projected to be the first overall
But
pick.
still, even
What you
put
paid
it in
5 to win
April of
how much?
last year?
5 to win 1,000?
Yeah,
So that's plus 5,000.
Okay,
No,
no.
50,000.
plus 50,000. One more zero. Because $1 would be 100 would be 50,000.
It would be sick. Titans
Why not?
trade out and somebody trade up for James Pierce.
Seems like that would be bad draft value according to the experts.
Yeah, terrible. But I would be extremely
support it.
grateful.
I
I might change my teams to whoever drafts James Pierce first overall tonight.
Yeah, I'm in on that. I'll do that.
All right.
It's been a bad week for Shannon Sharp.
Oh, God.
I just wanted to mention that before we went to break.
That is
It probably will not be the last time I mention it, just because I've seen this unfold and I don't quite understand all. Like, I guess why people are upset. I don't really understand the $50 million lawsuit. I don't entirely. I don't know. And this isn't. So you all mentioned the Instagram Live. Like, this isn't the first instance of his.
yeah.
And the Joy Taylor, he's involved in that too, isn't he?
That's what I thought this was about initially, and apparently it is not. I like speculating on things.
Man's
I have
got
no
high
idea
tea,
what's
I
going
guess.
on.
I mean, yeah, he is always on that podcast with Ocho Cinco talking about his Blue Chew pills and
Ocho Cinco said he did porn in college.
that.
Shannon Sharp.
Shannon
did?
Sharp or Ocho Cinco?
Ocho Cinco said he did.
Oh,
Yeah. So that's not true, right?
I don't know.
I mean, you didn't have NIL money. You got to get your bread up somehow.
Yeah, little tape.
I don't
put
hate
it
it.
out there.
I don't know. I don't know.
Should have done on draft night.
I'm not sure that
Like Laramie Tunzel.
right.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, here's
do
the
you know
selection.
Oh, okay. Let's wait. Or wait, no, it's still gonna be a minute, right?
Well, Roger Gale's talking.
Oh, he's walking up.
He's already talking.
He's at the podium.
All right.
They picked Cam Ward.
Oh, Cam Scatabo goes first pick.
They put in the wrong Cam.
Yeah.
Well, Titans.
Well, there goes my bet.
Yeah, damn. That was
Do you know the
close
difference
too.
between an alligator and a crocodile?
Is it the nose?
One says see you later. One says after a while. We'll be back right after this. It's More Important Issues on Fan Run Radio.
This is Coach Josh Heupel. In football and life, you need a solid defense to protect what matters most. That's where Farm Bureau Insurance
Shoes here on Fan Run Radio. How did you like that exit into that break?
I liked it. I was thrown for a loop, but I appreciate the dad joke. I haven't heard that one.
You haven't heard that one?
I don't think so.
I was asked the difference. I think, honestly, the difference between a crocodile and an alligator today, and that's the only thing I could come up with.
That's wild.
I like it.
As being on the sticks, didn't like that. Threw me for a loop.
I did get Joey jumping over there. I caught him off guard, and I do apologize for that.
We're good. Doesn't bother me.
It just felt right as Landon, who's not even a Titans fan, just felt. Did you feel wronged with that? The way you said it, you just.
What?
You're like, and they took Cam Ward.
Well, I just think it wasn't very much of a surprise. It was kind of like,
okay.
Yeah.
And here's what we expected. Now, I don't know what the Jaguars are going to do here. I mean,
that is interesting. Jaguars traded up, as I'm sure.
3 spots, I believe.
Everyone knows we're not breaking news here.
Duval.
Wait, let's go back
What
to
does that mean?
Isn't it the city?
I think it does have something to do with. Is it the county? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think it is.
County,
Duval County.
Yeah.
Knox. Like, it's kind of stupid. It's kind of stupid.
Yeah,
It does
it's pretty
kind of
dumb.
suck, though, that like Knoxville doesn't have a county with it. I feel like
Knox County.
Like it has the same name.
Oh yeah, like it's
Just the start of it.
Like Nashville has Davidson, Rutherford, and all that good stuff. Just Knox County.
Real quick, who won the trade? Jaguars received this year's second overall pick, the 4th round pick, and 6th round pick, all for this year. Browns get this year's 5th overall pick, 2nd and 4th round picks of this year, and then next year's 1st round pick.
Oh,
Sounds like the Browns.
The Browns
won
definitely
won by a mile.
Yeah.
I don't know what Jaguars. Again,
I did like Travis Hunter to the Browns though, but I agree they won the trade.
I mean, they're probably going to go Travis Hunter. So I guess you're right. It could be Ashton. I don't think he'll go that early.
I don't think he'll go that high either. But I was seeing him to Jacksonville before it.
Oh yeah, they're all hugging when they showed Travis Hunter on the screen. So cool.
Is is Daddy Dion happy with that?
I mean, retire the number again. You got drafted 2nd overall.
Maybe they'll do it in an actual game.
Yeah.
It feels like a prank that they did it at the spring game.
Yeah.
Psych, your number's not retired. Is it number or jersey? Because those are different. Still absurd to retire the jersey.
I feel like it was number because they put them up like on.
It's on the stadium.
Yeah. Right? You don't put just like.
Yeah, you don't retire a number, or I mean a jersey, and then
put it up there. I don't know.
Maybe.
Well, Colorado's not making a lot of sense to me, so maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
That's still the funniest picture. Just 2023 to 2024, Shedeur Sanders, number 2. And it's like, can you imagine, I'll be there in 100 years if that stadium's still there.
The moment
some
Dion
kids gonna be like,
leaves,
"Who was that?"
They're gonna peel that down. You'll just be able to read it where it's weathered,
It's white, yeah,
weathered around it.
They made Shedeur like super tiny, so Dion's like that's my name up there.
Oh, just a Sanders.
Yeah.
It's like I saw some parent getting really upset on Facebook probably the other day because Cock County, I guess, sold shirts that said peace, love, and fighting cocks, except fighting was very, very small letters, so it just said peace, love, and cocks is all you could read on it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, it kind of rocks, but there was some parent that was like, how dare they give this to my child? But when I say child, this person was a teenager. Why are they wearing it if they're so? I imagine the teenager loved the shirt. I would have as a teenager. I probably would. I might go buy one now.
What is Travis? I'm sorry, I keep bringing up the draft. I'm just talking about Cox. What does he plan to do on both? Is he going to play both sides of the ball?
Playmaker.
I'll see how that works out.
Is he going to be a leader or a dog?
He doesn't give dog vibes.
Is he going to have an L or? I think he was a dog at Colorado. I think he had the D patch. I think Shedeur was a leader, an L.
I mean, he's definitely going to be a corner, right?
He can't play both sides of the football in the NFL. Let's just put that out there. Let's
That's
just
what I'm saying.
establish
Like, where are they
that.
going to establish him?
Yes, I probably corner. And did him and Goodell just rock in their hug? Did I see that?
Yeah, that was sick. He also like Millie rocked on the stage.
I don't like that suit.
The pink one?
Yeah, not a fan. Just too bright.
There he is. All right, guys, go check out hoviedrygoods.com. Use promo code MORE for 20 or 15% off your first purchase. Just great people over there. Go check them out. Again, hoviedrygoods.com. Use promo code MORE for 15% off that first purchase.
And if you reference this ad, Landon will Venmo you the 5% that he gave you earlier and then retroactively took away.
Yes. 15%.
Just request it at Lambo Ray B10 on Venmo. Request.
In small print,
5%.
I am not responsible for anything I say on the show.
Quarterback competition?
Quarterback, I mean, we did a little bit on it on, I guess we released it Tuesday night. Joey Aguilar, officially a Vol. I know a lot of people are upset, and I would like to say I get it. I don't disagree with your points. The only thing I would like to offer is, what could Tennessee really do? Like, the only thing I think you could say they could have done better is keep Nico, but I fear some of you weren't happy with Nico either. So I don't really know what to tell you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Nico kind of, like, his decision to not come to practice, which it's, when you think about it, it's so dumb because all he had to do was go through a walkthrough, go through spring practice, enter the portal, and then his market is probably, it is a lot higher than what it ended up being. But the fact that he didn't go to practice, that stupid mistake to not go to practice, screwed him in a lot of money. But I do think, like, if this was something that was, if Tennessee was never going to pay him, I mean, do you just, like, try to, I don't know if pushing out is the right, because he was going through practice, like, you're just hoping, like, you get it worked out. I don't know what you could have done.
The thing I fear that Tennessee may have failed, because I do think Tennessee handled the situation as far as what happened on that week leading up to the spring game. I think Tennessee did right in saying, hey, we're just going to part ways. If you're not going to show up to practice, we've got a locker room that we've got to keep together. I think they handled that week well, where I think Tennessee potentially could have failed and may have, if I'm just trying to read all the tea leaves and just trying to figure out what happened, is it sounds like after the Ohio State game, when he considered entering the portal, Tennessee kind of put them on ice and said, hey, we're going to work out a deal. We'll figure this out. Whether they said we'll get him to this number or just said get him more money, I don't know. And there may have been some missteps there. But I fear Tennessee may have just tried to play the waiting game with him and allowed things to boil over rather than just dealing with the issue at hand. Mm-hmm. And I think that's where the GM role, a lot of people are asking that Tennessee need. And I agree. In this day and age, they need a GM handling the personnel side of things. I mean, I think most of the missteps come from Nico and his camp because there's ways to handle that without – they forced Tennessee's hand by not coming to practice on Friday. Yep. Nico did. So I asked Joe, you have that article from – I mean, that is from Nico's dad. There's no – like, anonymous source, Nico's dad. It's very clear who said this. But, yeah, read where did that article come from? Do we know?
I have no idea. Unnamed source. I don't want to not give proper accreditation, but
that's fine.
Yeah, you just want me to read through it real quick?
Yeah.
But later that night, sources close to Iamaleava say he reached his breaking point. He couldn't understand why the reports were coming out, where they came from, or whom he could trust going forward, and he felt pressured to make a decision about his future. He was ready to leave, sources said, but his father encouraged him to sleep on the decision. The next morning, Iamaleava didn't show up for Friday's practice or meetings and didn't alert anyone in the program. Nick Iamaleava urged his son to go in and meet face-to-face with Heupel and his coaches to work things out. But Iamaleava felt betrayed, sources said, and did not speak with Heupel on Friday. Several people within the Vols program tried to reach out to the quarterback to no avail.
Yeah, first things first. That came straight from Nick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, this was all his decision. I tried to tell him not to.
That and the whole, like, he felt wronged. I mean, where did these reports come from? Good question, I guess, because I don't know if it doesn't seem the initial reports came from Nico's side. But then you also have Nick calling a reporter a bitch, saying they're not true, when they obviously were true.
Bitch Nakos.
So, I mean, the whole situation's baffling. But, yeah, then the whole I tried to get him to go in. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. This whole thing, it's also crazy that they're trying to put this all on Tennessee when Nico made the decision not to go to practice. Now, if he was influenced to do that or not, I guess his dad will just throw him under the bus and say it was just all him. I don't know. But, I mean, it's pretty clear it's not just Nico and the family doing it. When his brother just left Arkansas this very week.
Yeah.
To be a backup.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like he left for a better job.
I mean, UCLA has no money. And the fact that it's already kind of like you've seen, like, oh, yeah, Nico they couldn't build around him at Tennessee. Well, I mean, Tennessee's got a lot bigger budget than UCLA, and you're bringing both Iamaleavas over there. I mean, they're not going to have anything left to pay anybody.
I mean, they're not. You're right. I think Nico's market cap was better than what he got paid at UCLA. It's just the situation he was in. And
yeah, I mean, if he left like right after the season, I mean, he probably makes that.
Yeah.
If Carson Beck is making that, yeah, Nico probably makes that.
Yeah, maybe not $4 million, but more than what he's making at UCLA.
Sure.
Probably he would have gotten a pay raise from what he was making at Tennessee as well. Yeah, it's I don't know, whatever. It's a mess. I wanted to talk about that report since it was put out today.
Yeah, just a crazy, crazy situation that. It sucks, but I feel like when you look at it, Tennessee definitely like made the most of the situation. You know, the national media, no one was trashing Tennessee over how they handled it. Not that I've seen anyway, except for Urban Meyer. But, I mean, he didn't really have a way that we could have avoided it. He just said we were screwed.
It's like, have you considered allowing your players to murder people? Maybe holding that over their head?
Mm-hmm.
You think, yeah. Have you guys considered blackmail?
Or what did Cam Newton do? Did he steal laptops?
He did steal a laptop, yeah.
Okay, a laptop? Just a singular one?
That's what the Aaron Hernandez show on Hulu showed.
Okay.
Didn't Jameis he stole like a lobster?
Jameis Winston?
Crab
at
legs.
Florida State,
Crab
yeah, he
legs.
stole crab legs.
Yeah.
Although,
So maybe there's a strategy there. I don't know.
Jameis Winston verified what I thought in 2013 when that happened. That he had a deal with the manager, but that manager wasn't working that day. And so the manager working that day reported him for stealing them. And instead of risking his NCAA eligibility for getting God knows how many crab legs for free, they just said, yeah, he got caught stealing them. We'll suspend him for half. Call it a day.
Against nobody.
Right.
Tennessee Tech, and it'll be fine.
I think, was it the one that he stood on the picnic table and yelled what everybody was yelling on live news? Was that why he got suspended for the game and then tried to dress out, or was it the crab legs?
No, it was the stand-up thing.
Yeah.
Which was so funny that he... What do you mean? What? He like fully dressed.
Also, I mean, what equipment manager? That's on the equipment manager. You can't give a guy like that the opportunity to suit up. You keep that stuff back home. Like, don't even. I mean, it wouldn't shock me if we found out Jameis Winston in the middle of that game made some poor little freshman switch out of his uniform so he could put his on. I mean, that dude's. I love Jameis Winston though. Jameis Winston might be one of my favorite people currently alive.
Where did he just end up signing? The Patriots, Seahawks,
Giants.
Giants. Okay. Oh yeah.
Jameis. He's also like, I think I like him more and more every time I like listen to him speak.
I think he's got such a childlike soul and energy that it just kind of warms my heart.
And he's also kind of just like an idiot.
He does have some stuff in his past that checkers some of that. I'm not talking about the crab legs here, but he just, I don't know. He seems like
he'd be a fun hang.
Sure. Yeah. No, I mean, hey, Jameis, you're welcome. I'll take you. You should take me to dinner. You have a lot more money than I do. We'll go to dinner together, and we'll see who picks up the tab. I don't know.
Or we'll go steal some crab legs and see who gets caught first.
Count me out. Dude, I would panic. I can't. You know, have you ever walked into like a Walmart or something like that? You don't find what you need and you walk out. Dude, I feel like I'm like, they're going to know I'm stealing. And I'm not stealing anything.
Yeah.
They're going to know.
I get that.
What are they
going
to know?
Yeah. They you kind of get a look and you're just like.
Like, I'll walk out and I'm like, I empty my pockets entirely. Yeah. There's nothing. You can strip search me right now.
You just start walking with your hands up.
Yeah. Where's the X-ray machine? I'll go through it.
Yeah.
Serious question. How many crab legs? So you're going to steal crab legs. How many? And let's go Alaskan King. So we're talking.
I mean, big suckers.
Foot long. Probably that wide. How many are you taking? 4? Yeah, I could probably waistband 4 crab legs and not worry.
See, but
about
I don't
it,
think he was waistbanding him. I think he just walked out.
No, yeah. Now I'm just thinking, what's a comfortable number? 10's ridiculous. You're
6. I think
you're gonna get caught with 10 crab legs.
2 in the front, 1 on each hip, 2 in the back.
Well, unless you went
It'll
5
be like,
in the front, 5 in the back.
It'll be like a
sweatshirt.
football girdle.
I don't know. I think I could get 10.
We should try this out and go to Publix right now.
You should get the whole crab. I mean, does a crab?
Yeah, but
have
you don't need
8?
I don't think you have to buy the whole crab.
Yeah, then you're wasting space.
I think the legs are separated when you go into.
Well, I mean, if you could
just go get the crab. Seems a lot harder to sneak out with the whole body and stuff. Because if the legs are that long, the body has to be massive.
I don't think they sell the whole body, guys. I haven't
they
bought crab
definitely
legs
do.
very often.
I don't know.
I've only ever
ever
bought the legs.
I don't think I've ever
bought
bought
of the
crab legs either. I don't know.
I've never bought the body. I've bought legs. Never once had to buy the head of a crab.
Yeah, you don't have to. I don't think.
Well, it's by weight, and there's not as much meat in the head.
Yeah, it definitely seems like it would be a waste.
It'd be a huge waste. I mean, for stealing it, I guess it didn't matter at that point.
Oh man, yeah, the pricing. It just depends. The cheapest I see is in Alaska, which is kind of unfair because, of course, it's gonna be cheaper there. It's $2.99 for the whole crab.
The whole crab, $2.99. I feel like we should start buying crabs there, shipping them here, and selling them.
You can ship a 6-pound one for $1,200.
I'm not getting in the waters
of
Alaska.
Alaskan king crab leg.
We could hire somebody.
You should go to Red Lobster.
Does it blow your? I won't get into that. Never mind.
Who wins the quarterback competition?
We would talk about this for hours.
Yeah, circle back.
I've got Merklinger.
Okay.
I'm robbing my guy.
Joey?
I don't know, dude. I think GMAC ended up looking a little bit more.
Merkslinger?
I don't know. I mean, so what? I mean, obviously, what happens with Joey if he doesn't does he just kind of phase it out and just kind of stay there till he?
Yeah, I think he plays. I think he's on the roster the full year.
I don't know, dude. I mean, yeah, it realistically, unless he comes in and really just actually puts something together solid, which he will in practice, right? But go play in the SEC, it's gonna be a whole different vibe.
I think it's a little bit of a mess. I think it could literally be anyone.
We haven't heard from them really at all, from the team, in really any aspects of how it's gonna phase out. So I'm definitely curious to see what.
I think if you're Tennessee, you hope it is Merklinger, right?
Yeah, I think you want it to be a guy that's invested in the program
and that has multiple years.
2 weeks, yeah.
Aguilar has 1 year.
Yeah, because you want Faison to be able to have.
Is there any shot for George McIntyre in this?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so?
I would. Okay. I don't think
because I don't think anybody is giving him that.
Right.
They don't expect him to.
But to be fair, I think you have a guy in Jake Merklinger who's been through 2 springs at UT, a full season, and then you have Joey Aguilar who has the experience as a quarterback. So I think it's fair for him to not necessarily be in the conversation for us, talking about it. But I think when you're a coach and you're going in to evaluate it, man, I think they're probably all 3. You're just let's find the best one of all 3. And I'd say reps will be split very evenly.
How
for at least the first few days.
How confident are you that Josh Heupel will find the best one? Out of 10.
I mean,
6.
6.
That's a fair score.
Yeah, he started Joe over Hendon Hooker.
Yeah.
And that was the only true quarterback competition that he's had.
Yeah.
So
and
not
he
a great.
He picked the wrong one. So
not
he's
a
0
great
for 1.
Strength of record. Yeah, he's got to be at least a B for the Milton over.
I will say I think a lot of people want to say, oh, it was super obvious Hendon was better than Joe. I don't think that year 1, I don't think it was super obvious for me. But I thought he was. But I wasn't. So I think it took some good decision making to keep Hendon Hooker there as a starter.
And I think it happened at Virginia Tech. Like it just seemed like he was one of those Josh Dobbs where he was just like a gamer. And I know, like you win the job in practice, sure, but you keep the job in the game.
Yeah. Which, I mean, there could be a gamer on this team that's better than they are in practice, and I don't know. Yeah, I hope that's not the case, because unless it's one of the two that will be here next year, like, you don't want that to be Joey Aguilar, because then you're not going to get to him until, like, what, game 4 maybe, if you're lucky.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think with Brandon Faison coming in, and you're probably going to have a true competition next year.
Faison Brandon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a double take.
What'd I say?
You did Brandon
Faison.
Brandon Faison.
Oh, sorry.
You did make me question it, and I was like,
comma, Faison.
I was like, oh my god.
Comma, Brandon. Let's go. All right, you know there'll be fans chanting that one.
Is he Chinese? Is it backwards?
Do they do that backwards?
I believe so. Is that where Yao Ming's from? Because his real name's Ming Yao.
He is from, yeah.
Yeah, but we called him Yao Ming because
that
forgot the comma.
That just flows better.
Yeah, they flop it.
I got that from iCarly, I think.
Got what?
The comma thing. Like Mitchell, comma Caleb. Really, it'd be Mitchell, comma Joshua, but
You got it from iCarly?
I think that's the first time I've
the
heard
TV show?
it referred, like, people say that colloquially, that word.
Colloquially?
Yes.
Colloquially?
That
I don't
sounds
know how to say it
a
either.
lot closer than I did.
I definitely can spell it.
No.
There's an O and L somewhere in there.
Somewhere. I do think it's an open competition, and that's going to be the talk of, like, it's going to be the talk of summer. It's going to be talk of fall camp. It's going to be the talk probably in the first couple games. No matter who they throw out there, the first mistake that somebody makes, it's going to be like, well, I mean, what couldn't somebody else do better?
Just don't tell them you're going to split reps. In games.
Yeah, I do not want the 2 quarterback system. That is horse crap.
Can I offer you a 3 quarterback system? Do I hear 4? Yeah.
I think it's interesting. I think
unless one of those quarterbacks has Peyton Manning sleeves, then start them.
Yeah. I'm wondering if I like Jake Merklinger.
No, you don't.
I do think, like, George McIntyre is probably the most talented one out of all 3 of those.
He has the upside for sure.
So can he do enough? And I don't know if this is possible. Can he do enough to win the job in a couple months?
He could.
I think it's so open. I mean, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he seems like the most, like, but his body is like the furthest away.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure.
So I don't know. There's kind of pros and cons to all of these.
But we haven't necessarily not seen that before. So
yeah, Nico was small,
and he had a full year to try to not be small.
Yep.
Let me see the kid from Brentwood do it. Let me see a hometown hero.
Okay. I don't know. That's a weird thing.
I just like that. I feel like you're trying to talk me into George McIntyre.
Well,
you're sold. Landon's been watching Brentwood highlights all week.
I was definitely higher on.
They do play good competition.
The academy, not the high school.
The spring game. I will say
the good one.
GMAC looks significantly better than Jake. But I'm going off.
We've been fooled by the spring game before.
Right. I'm going off the first 20 minutes of.
How many
reps.
beverages did you have at said spring game?
It wasn't how many I had there. It was how many I had the night before.
Okay.
Reeling. Way too hot somehow. The sun was just beating down. Didn't expect it. Felt weird. But.
So McIntyre gave you less of a headache?
Precisely. In the 20 minutes of hungover football I watched.
How long did it take you to realize Nico wasn't there?
Longer than it should have.
Who do you want to win it? Give me just your like Cole or like your not Cole, but just your. I wake up in the morning. I want this guy to be my starting quarterback. Who's QB1? Joey.
I want it to be Jake Merklinger. It's just like
I think we're also kind of, I mean, are we just kind of putting out like Aguilar has started, and I think he could be good. Like so I don't know. I don't know what I want.
I'm just saying if they were both gonna like, let's say that they were to play, if you're gonna rate them, put them in like an 85. I'd rather that be Merklinger because of what he brings us with an extra year. Mm-hmm. Like if Joey's the best for the season, perfect, fine, wheel him out there. Mm-hmm. But like that only gets us so far.
Yeah.
So like obviously I want the best one to get the job, but I'd prefer the best one to be someone that brings us the most opportunity to stay for another year.
For just the trade's sake, I hope it's Joey Aguilar.
That is true.
I want to win the trade so bad.
That would be pretty. I mean, God, I would just feel good to get to a playoff game
and win it with.
Man, there's some of our fans talking 6-6, and I hear you guys mentioning playoffs.
I'm saying it would be cool.
I just have no expectation, and that makes me think of like you have to kind of go with guys that are going to be here.
I mean, I think it's interesting too because you mentioned George McIntyre being the most talented. I think he's obviously has the highest ceiling. I think he does. I shouldn't say obviously. I think he has the highest ceiling. But I don't know who's second. Like I guess that's my question about Jake Merklinger because we just haven't seen enough of him. You kind of know what you're getting out of Joey Aguilar, but you also know where his ceiling's at because you know what you're getting out of him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I think day one, I think I kind of want it to be Jake Merklinger, but I think that also makes me, like, if it's Jake Merklinger, that makes me think he looks better than what we've seen currently of Joey Aguilar, and that's cool too. So,
yeah. I think there's pros and cons to each one winning it.
Give me George. Like I think it'd be awesome. This next statement is going to make it sound like George McIntyre didn't have a fair shake, and I think he's going to get a fair shake. But give me George McIntyre day one, and I feel a lot better. Only because in my mind I'm thinking, man, he really had to go earn that.
Yeah. And he's probably a lot better. All these, he was 5-star top quarterback, and then he dropped like a 4-star, whatever. But it would be cool if he was like, yeah, maybe shouldn't have dropped him for absolutely no reason because he didn't go to some stupid camp.
Yeah.
And he just went and earned it, like you said.
But that negates what I said about the fair shake because I do think he has to get one. I think the staff has to be evaluating them equally at the moment. Mm-hmm. But also as a true freshman quarterback, like maybe it's a fair shake, but it's kind of like what I said about Jake Merklinger where like in their mind they kind of have to be thinking that's my guy right now. I think they also probably have to be thinking it's not going to be George. So that makes me, again, leads me to believe if he goes out there day one, I'm like, he's earned this.
It's going to be Joey Aguilar.
yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'll ride with him, baby. QB.
Yeah.
Print
and I think he can give you a lot. And
was it Joey Squared?
Joey Squared, yeah.
We can put Joey to the power of 3.
Yes. I'll be the GM.
He's about to graduate, Heupel. He's looking for job ops.
Dude, people want a GM so bad. I'm like,
it makes sense.
Yeah, it does, but
you need one.
There's also people that are doing that currently.
Yeah, but doing the role. You need
someone who that is their job.
You need someone to blame.
Yeah,
I think that's more of what people are looking for. Somebody to blame.
But I think that's part of it.
An NFL team would function without a GM.
But most of the time, like, your GM is your head coach.
They're a big part of the GM, but you need someone that their job is to handle the relationship off the field.
Yeah.
Their job is to handle the agent relationship. You need someone not a head coach fielding agent calls.
Okay. Yeah. I like that. Like, it's not necessarily just like for building roster because that is a lot on your head coach and your staff.
That's a co-opted role. Like that, a GM's going to be doing that with the head coach.
That needs to be like your outside parties, like NIL.
And I think this should be the case in the NFL. I think head coach should always have the final say in roster decisions.
Mm-hmm.
That's not always the case in the NFL as we've seen, but it should be the case.
Yeah. If you want somebody to blame, it's the guy making, what, $9 million? Whatever he's making.
Sure.
That's to blame.
Okay.
But yeah, I do think a GM is needed, but I do think there's
all right. We're taking applications for Danny White. We're his staff that meets them every Monday morning at 6 a.m. and we'll send them to moreimportantissues16@gmail.com. Send your resume over.
Do it.
Seriously, start sending them. I'll interview you. Just know it'll be meaningless, but if you send them, I'll interview you.
That would be funny to do like a series of
And we'll do mock acquisitions.
We'll do second interviews too.
Yeah, we'll bring them in for seconds.
In fairness, we are a step closer than if someone just out there in the world right now wants to become the GM of the Tennessee Volunteers.
We might end up hiring a GM ourselves.
We'll at least give them like a platform to
That's what I'm saying.
start their campaign.
Like we wouldn't bring a straight shitter to the podium, right?
Sure.
But if we get a guy that we're like, hey, and the fans get around behind somebody.
Yeah, we got to get rallies going.
Realistically, we're like three. I mean, if you get enough fans, like, hey, this guy rocks. He can run a campaign on the show. We'll give him like a 10-minute slot.
We're not so far from Danny White that it couldn't happen. Send them in, moreimportantissues@gmail.com, and then stick with us on the other side of the break. It's More Important Issues on Fan Run Radio. Welcome back into the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. It's More Important Issues on Fan Run Radio. More transfer portal.
More transfer portal.
Explain to me Clay Edmondson. You can commit to a school before your season's even over?
Yeah, he's entering the portal, I guess his coaches told him to, is what I got. And
right.
He's still continuing to pitch for UNC.
Well, yeah, but I mean, the portal's not open yet. But he's committed to Tennessee?
Yeah, he's in. I don't know. UNC Asheville, a feeder school?
Sure. I just don't understand it. We're in April.
He wants a spot, man. I don't know. I really don't understand it either, but apparently like there was a lot of people interested in this guy. He's leading the Big South in ERA right now, 5-1 on the season. He's their Saturday guy, and 60-something strikeouts. He's really good. Has that submarine type arm, so he could be a starter or reliever. Kind of reminds me a lot of AJ Causey. And I know Arkansas was after him, Kentucky was after him, Clemson. So yeah, like that. I mean, there's a lot of. This is a guy a lot of people wanted, and Tennessee gets the commitment. It's not very standard that you do it this way, but I guess technically, I don't know.
That's the only thing. I just have questions about the timing. That's it. I don't really.
But I guess like you can enter the portal. It's open, right?
I thought baseball had different portals than.
I thought it was like the
basketball
one, right?
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that. That's what I thought, but yeah, really good pitcher. Tennessee lands him. It will be next year. He's also going to be a draft risk. Come the draft, a lot of people were like, "Can he play this year?" He cannot play for Tennessee this year. He will finish his season at UNC Asheville, and I do think it's cool that you continue to. Yeah, I'm going to leave and I'm going to make some money somewhere else and get a better opportunity, but I'm also going to finish what I started. I respect that. And I respect him coming to Tennessee, too. That's the right decision.
So I've got the breakdown for the dates of baseball transfer portal.
Okay.
So it usually opens after the NCAA tournament field is announced, so usually at the end of May, and that lasts for 45 days, closing early July. And then there's also a short window that opens in December from the 1st to the 15th.
Okay.
And then the spring window. Yeah, okay, the spring window is the tournament, so or right after those of the announcement. So
gotcha. So I guess he is announcing his intentions to transfer to Tennessee.
Sounds like it.
But that doesn't. How does Tennessee speak to him?
I don't get any of this.
I don't really get it either.
I had no question about the player himself. My question was how it transpired.
Yeah. Maybe we can figure that out. I'll ask.
Okay.
Because I don't really get it either, but Tennessee Lanham, and it is for next year, but yeah, I don't understand the whole portal stuff.
Continuing on to, I don't understand the portal. Darlington Dubar.
God bless. I mean, out of eligibility, I guess if they do give people another year, maybe he has to. He still played 5 years, so I don't even think if that passes, he can be eligible. But hey, I mean, maybe somebody's like
Jordan Gainey.
I mean, Tennessee would definitely take Jordan.
Saw the
Gainey.
TikTok.
Yeah. I'm in.
So you know something we don't know?
That would be sick, because right now the portal has gone from like, oh, we're doing pretty good to like, yikes.
Not yikes. You're just like, we really need that.
Well, you struck out on
pretty. You went over the over 2 on those were
over 3 after Gillespie. And you Rodney Rice, Duke Miles, and Elijah Freeman, all guys that you were big on, and maybe like Nate Ament was a big get. I know it's not the portal, but that's still a big get. And then maybe you get Darius Adams, the 5-star that's decommitted from UConn. But I think you need a solid veteran scorer next year, and you just don't have that.
Yeah. I mean, you would like to go get that, yes.
So, I mean, I guess there's still time to do that. I think the last...
But every scorer you add takes away points from Nate Ament.
That's true. That's a good point. You just need a 2-guard. You don't have one.
Right.
On your roster. I mean, maybe Bishop Boswell could technically be that.
He might be your de facto one right now.
I don't know. I would like to see some new names pop up for Tennessee basketball in the transfer portal because the 5-stars, like, it's cool in theory, but we've also seen how it just, like, doesn't – it's not the end-all, be-all. Like, Cooper Flagg is an anomaly. Like, what 5-star has just been – like, Kenny Chandler's been the best one.
That was a good one.
But, I mean, Keon Johnson, Jaden Springer, they were okay, but they weren't just world beaters.
They weren't seen as potential lottery picks, though, either.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't get the Rodney Rice situation.
I mean, that was his whole thing. Is he was like, I want to go. I want to get back to the tournament.
Right.
I want to go past the Sweet 16. You went to Musselman, was below 500. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, he took a receiver.
I say the Panthers just pick us in.
Tetaroa
McMillan.
Just Tet.
Tet McMillan. It's a sick name.
It's
probably like not what you need right now, but
we do need a receiver, but we
need
also
everything.
Yeah, we need a lot of defense. So
I don't know. Give Bryce Young someone to throw to.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. Whatever. We'll see. He is. I don't know. He's got that lay on.
Yeah, the lay's
Well, Landon's out.
Oh, no. We'll see. Also in the transfer portal, Tennessee football kind of struggling.
Jacoby Thomas is a big hit.
It's a weird one.
Yeah, what? Did we not learn from Nico? Is like, you think you're worth this much, it might not be out there for you.
Do you think this has anything to do with Nico leaving? Different sides of the ball. It's not. Is it connected? I mean, I don't know. Is there some sort of?
I mean,
the folks in Knoxville are saying
he's
Josh
not
Heupel's
technically
lost the locker
in
room.
it yet, so maybe he doesn't actually go into the portal. But
yeah, that's true. He did say plans to enter, so I mean, we could be seeing a kind of holdout money situation, but
yeah,
I don't see it happening.
They know there's $4 million free dollars floating around out there, or I guess 2.4. Go get your bag.
yeah, I don't know. That's strange because you lost so many. You lost Christian Charles now at safety. You lost John Slaughter at safety, and now if Jacoby Thomas leaves, you're thin at that position. And right now, it seems like Tennessee's thin at a lot of positions.
Yeah.
And that is not ideal. And I don't know, at the end of the day, it's kind of on your head coach. I mean, I definitely think there's talent on this roster, but right now, do you have a ton of expectations for this team?
No.
I don't think I do either.
Which isn't good. I'm feeling very apathetic about this season right now.
Yeah. Glad we paid more for season tickets, though.
10% talent fee, baby.
Where's the talent?
Yeah, with not a lot of talent.
Yeah.
Losing it by the second.
Yeah. It's not a fun thought at this moment.
And you're not landing anybody in the portal, and I know it's a window that's not, like, huge in terms of, guys coming into it, and there's just not a big talent pool to pull from, but dude, you got to land defensive linemen. It looks like you might try to land a defensive back? You want to land a receiver? I mean, there's tons of holes kind of on this team right now, and I know we're getting some guys on campus this week. You got the Marion kid from BYU, the All-American kick returner, wide receiver, Jermichael Carter at McNeese. You have Isaiah Johnson, I think, at Arizona, defensive lineman, and then Marcus Burris, and then Josh Shell from Grand Valley State. All three of those guys were defensive linemen. So, I mean, you have some guys coming in, but I don't know. Should you have done a better job in the winter portal? Like, you think they kind of missed out on some guys because they're like, oh, yeah, we got guys coming back, and then they lost some, and you're like, well, kind of put yourself in a hole when you – I think you kind of have to count on losing guys every single year, so you need to – I don't know, land guys in the winter portal so it doesn't screw you come spring.
Yeah. I mean, probably going to have to be more aggressive in the winter portal.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, I think the recruiting over is going to just become worse because you don't know if you can count on guys. Unfortunately. Like, it's going to have the opposite effect of what people think it's going to happen.
Yeah, and right now it's kind of exhausting. It's like every
exhausting.
single day it could be somebody else entering the portal that you didn't expect, and everybody's like, kind of like, why? And it seems like there's a money grab, and there's different factors involved. But Nico, like that, it seems like it was only money. But Jacoby Thomas, I mean, he was gonna start here, so was this money or was there something else going on?
Yeah. I don't understand it.
Because it's the same thing with Nico. Is like, if you weren't happy here, why didn't you leave in the winter? Like, now you're going to be a starter. You weren't a starter last year. Like, it would have made sense for him to leave when he didn't start. But now it's like you're so far into it. Where are you going to go and get playing time? And the kid grew up a Tennessee fan. You get to finally start for the team that you grew up loving, and
maybe Joey's right. Maybe it's money.
I guess it has to be. Maybe he comes back and all is well, but man, that's a tough loss right there.
Yeah, agreed.
Give me somebody out of this portal, please.
I don't know what to do at this point. I don't know. I'm lost.
We did have a question kind of about this. This is asked, why does college football seem like it is failing because of the portal? And why not in other sports?
Larger teams, larger production, more money, more eyes.
Yeah, probably.
Money.
Yeah,
money's the root of problem.
Well, I mean, even basketball, right? Basketball's not equally as big, but obviously when the prime of basketball rolls around, especially March, like everyone's eyes are on. If you're going to go be a star player at a different team, it's not nearly as big as going to be a starting quarterback at an SEC school. Like some sort of transfer like that, it doesn't carry as much weight. Like even if like Cooper Flagg were to have transferred last year and gone somewhere, it'd be massive news for 2 weeks, and then all right. But it just doesn't carry as much weight.
Yeah, I think that's a strong part of it all. I agree.
I just think the windows are so far apart, and like where the season's at, it just like let's do it after the season, and then you're done until
it needs to be one. I agree.
Yeah,
that's a big part of it. Agreed. Hey, coffee lovers, do you want to start your day with a fresh, locally roasted cup of coffee and make a difference while doing it? Great A Grounds is more than just a great coffee. They are all about giving back. Right now, you can support an incredible cause by purchasing one of their special edition coffee bags, featuring artwork from talented students and benefiting amazing organizations. And if you're part of a school, team, church, or nonprofit looking for a delicious way to raise funds, they have got you covered. With their coffee fundraisers, your group keeps 40% of every sale, meaning more support for the things that matter most to you. And here's the best part. Just for being a loyal listener, they're giving you 10% off your order. Use the promo code MORE That's MORE at checkout, and enjoy premium coffee while supporting a great mission. Head over to greatagrounds.com to grab your bags today. That's greatagrounds.com. And don't forget to use promo code MORE for 10% off. Drink great coffee. Make a great impact. Great A Grounds. Coffee with a cause. Shout out to Great A Grounds. I got some more beers for Blueberry coming in the mail soon. Should be here this weekend. Very excited to cold brew that bad boy up. Make sure you all head over to greatagrounds.com. Don't forget to use promo code MORE. Guys, stick with us on the other side of this break. We've got some baseball in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Coming up, it's More Important Issues on Fan Run Radio.
Airlines have just reduced their prices even more. Book 30 days in advance and save big.
Want the absolute lowest prices on your airline tickets? Then call the Low-Cost Airlines Travel Hotline.
Hate us if you want, but we sure ain't worried about you. We got more important issues.
Welcome back into the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. It's More Important Issues here on Fan Run Radio. Baseball, they're in Baton Rouge tonight. They start tomorrow. Big series in the box.
Yeah, huge series. I mean, this is a Tennessee needs this one bad, and going against a team that doesn't like you. You know, it's kind of like LSU and Tennessee. I feel like are fighting for that number one spot in college baseball, like right now, program wise, and yeah, they won it in 2023. We won it in 2024. So I mean. And I think right now they're sixth and we're fifth. So right around the same type of team as well. Like they've had really, you know, they have a lot of power in their lineup. Tennessee does as well. They also have some pretty good pitchers, really good Friday night guy in Anderson. And then Tennessee also has Liam Doyle. But they've also had games throughout the season where they just look not great. And same with Tennessee. So I think this is a very evenly matched team. They are at home. That crowd is going to be nuts this weekend. They've circled this one since it was released. So not an easy place to go and win. They're coming off a series win at the box last weekend against Alabama, but lost their last two. Lost the Saturday game to Alabama. Which is game 3 in that series, and then lost on Tuesday to Northwestern State, got run ruled 13-3. And the Northwestern State, I watched the game because I had a little bit of money on the parlay.
State at, by the way?
That's a great question. I don't know. Let's look it up. They are in Natchitoches, Louisiana. Northwestern State is in Louisiana. That's crazy.
I mean, I kind of figured they're playing a weeknight game.
Yeah.
But I just didn't know.
Yeah, the name does not sound like it would be in Louisiana.
Maybe it's Northwestern Louisiana State.
Yeah, that state
the
is
northwestern part of the state.
Right.
Yeah, that state's a little backwards, so I get it. Whatever. They're probably not even in Northwestern part of the state. They're
probably
southeast.
Yeah.
Probably not, if I had to guess based on what we've learned so far.
Yeah, should be a good series. Tennessee kind of got their feet underneath them a little bit in the midweek game, hit a lot of home runs. Levi Clark hit one, Andrew Fisher, Reese, Hunter Inslee. So, you know, looking forward to those guys getting back at it. Cannon Peebles has been hot lately. Would love to see him carry that over. And Tennessee's just got to be better in the field. Having Gavin Keelan back, played second base for them in the midweek, getting him back out there in the field is going to help them tremendously defensively. And, Tennessee's just got to bring it. You know, I know you kind of know what you're going to get on Friday night. It's probably going to be a low-scoring affair with their pitcher being really good too. Tennessee's bats got to show up and help out their pitchers. They also have, I think their Sunday guy has an ERA around 5-something, so hasn't been great, but Tennessee's Saturday, for whatever reason, hasn't been great for us either. I think Marcus Phillips hasn't pitched terribly, but the defense behind him hasn't been great. He's been walking some people, giving up some early runs, and kind of putting Tennessee in a hole. So definitely need to come out fast on Saturday and just this weekend in general and take it to them. Like, let's whoop their ass.
Yeah.
Let's make Jay Johnson cry. Let's make him retire.
Oh, another retirement series? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do we think?
It's also a weird, like, LSU, they got swept by Auburn like 2 weeks ago. It's weird. I think college baseball is drunk. You know, we talk about college basketball being drunk and college football being – college baseball is that same kind of vibe. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. Like that Northwestern State on Tuesday. Like, LSU plays that game 100 times. They beat them 99. But
yeah, I would have said 100 before Tuesday. But
yeah, 100%, yeah. So, yeah, let's get it. Let's – get after it.
Did you see what the baseball account put out about the hotels? That was my stupidity this week.
Yeah, I didn't really know what that was.
Well, I get the trend, but my question is, are there people in this world who prefer a warm hotel room?
There are?
I'm asking because that was the question. Like,
not me.
cold.
I'll put that thing all the way down.
Even in the winter, 66 minimum.
Yeah, I'm turning that thing all the way down.
Yeah, that was a crazy question. If you like a hotel room above 70, I'll give you 70. I still think that's too high. You should be institutionalized.
A
That's
hot
insane.
hotel room just sounds dirty.
Yeah. Like the AC's not even working properly.
You're staying at a nasty hotel.
You're paying hourly rates.
You're staying at a motel.
Yeah, you're paying hourly rates. You're walking outside.
Yeah.
Like once you walk out the door, you're next to your car.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, it's gross. Did anybody pick hot?
I didn't see it.
Okay.
No.
I
Hotel I stayed at in Nashville and Brentwood.
It's a good way to get cut.
Pretty nice.
Wait, what?
That hotel I stayed at in Brentwood was pretty nice.
Was it outside?
No. God, no.
Okay, I was about to say.
I thought it was worth mentioning.
Okay, yeah. I'm with you.
The hotel was... The hotel we're staying at this weekend's pretty nice. Me and Landon are playing in a Landon and I are playing in a golf tournament this Monday. Probably, unless Landon brings his A game, probably not going to go well. I'm not hitting the ball my best. My iron game's okay.
I thought that was coming back on me, but I appreciate you taking a little. It's going to be because of me.
Well, I mean, I'm already putting it out there that I'm not going to play well, so it is now officially on you. So if we don't, it is.
Did you see my score at the turn on Saturday?
No.
15 over.
Jesus Christ, Landon, get it together.
I didn't have a single par.
Where'd you play?
Lambert.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
I was trying to save you.
Yeah.
You should have said Iguani.
But then I shot 8 over on the back. I was playing well.
Put it together.
Yeah.
That's what we like to see.
It's a little solid 95 piece.
Yeah.
Driver working well?
No.
Crap.
Oh. That was the worst. I've never hit it like that before.
I'm hitting my irons well, but they're real low. But they're okay.
I'll get the driver working.
If you get the driver working, I'm putting decently well.
I'm putting well.
My game around the greens okay. So I think we'll be. I actually chipped in yesterday.
Okay.
For par.
I chipped in for par the other day at Lambert.
But it was a big par.
Needed it.
I actually didn't even get to see it. I was by myself, and I was well below the hole, hidden. And I had a good idea of where I needed to land it to hold on to the green. I hear it hit the flag, and I was just like, it just sounded like it dropped. Got up there. Ball was not anywhere in sight, and I was like, please, God, be in the hole. And I don't know where this is at then. It was.
How do you like playing golf by yourself?
Awesome.
I love it.
So
Really?
good. It was because playing in high school, playing in high school when COVID hit, that was like the best thing in the world. Just get out there and like go walk 36 holes by yourself.
You were in high school during COVID? Yep. I mean, that makes sense. It just seems
it was a long time ago, dude. It was 2020.
When did you start with us?
2021. August.
That's crazy.
Damn.
Coming up on 4 years.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
They grow up so fast.
They
Caleb.
do. I know. Playing golf by yourself is fun. It is a lot better walking.
Yeah. Playing by yourself in a cart feels...
Are you playing with us tomorrow?
I don't know. I was just looking at the weather and thinking about it because I don't have my clubs on me, so I got to go to someone's apartment to get them. And I have a birthday party at like 8, so... But I'm literally fighting tooth and nail to get out there.
Okay.
I want to swing a golf club so bad.
Come on.
Yeah, walking it, but the course Sevierville, it's just not ideal for walking. So I did it in a cart, which is fine.
It looked beautiful though.
Oh, it was a perfect day for it.
What course was that?
Sevierville, the river course.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good time. I love afternoon golf too. I love morning golf because you're done, but afternoon golf, weekday afternoon golf.
Yeah. Feels great.
Weekend afternoon golf doesn't hit the same.
If you can get the first tee time somewhere, though.
Oh, yeah, dude.
It's so cool.
Oh, yeah.
You feel like a pro.
Did you see...
Like, I'm warming up. It's like a little dewy outside.
I played in 2.5 hours.
That's the best.
I love it.
And you got... if you start early and you got just the course in front of you.
I was telling Landon, I mean, there were some holes I essentially like did like a one-man scramble. Like I hit 2 balls from every spot.
Right.
Like I took my time. I just flew, though.
Yeah. You don't got to wait. You don't... Until
I
you
think
play
I'm
by
a
yourself.
huge 9. Like I
Nine's not enough. We need
I
a
agree.
12-hole course.
I would definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
I'd play 12. Probably not more than 18, but I'd play it often. Which I almost played 12 yesterday. Like once I got to like 12, it just wasn't that course. If I'd played 12, no. Yeah, if I played 12 on the Highlands, I probably would have finished because it's you just cut up left and you're back. On the river, it doesn't really make sense. But like once I got to 12, it was getting later. I was getting hungry. And I was like, I'd leave right now if I was near the clubhouse. Like I'm good.
12 or 13 is perfect for like an afternoon.
Yeah.
I want like 36 if I'm starting at 7 a.m., 8 a.m.
Oh, yeah,
but
dude.
at Iguana, if we're playing the last group, like we'll usually play a couple extra holes after 9. Like, you just feel like it doesn't satisfy. You need like 2 or 3 more holes. You're like 11, 12 feels perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, 18 is just a huge commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I could play 9 every single day.
It needs to be 12, and then the last 3 holes you get a par 3, par 4, par 5.
Ah, yeah, that's it.
And on a par 5, scoring opportunities out the ass.
Yeah, good par 5, like a reachable par 5.
Yeah, I want to be able to like possibly drive it.
Yeah.
Drive a par 5.
Let's get weird.
I mean,
I'm talking like
I'd be cool with like a 5 iron in.
Big dog leg, right? I'm talking like I'd have to fly at 310 to even get like the,
Well, I won't ever be doing that. So yeah, sure.
I want one that like if you're like, all right, you might throw your round away here, or you can play it safe and just go for par. But yeah, let's start a 12-hole course.
I'm in. Morgan Wallen, we have 2 ideas for you now.
We're just, hey, here's an idea. Golf courses, you have just offered 12 holes.
12-hole rates?
At like 6:45, just do a 12-hole rate before you cut down to a 9-hole.
So my idea for a golf course is instead of 2 9s, you have 3 6s. So you can play 6, 12, or 18.
Okay, I like that.
Because
six is definitely not enough. I wouldn't even drive out somewhere to play 6 holes.
But think about it, like pretty much year round, you can play 6 after work.
That's true. 6 replaces the times that you wanted to go play 9, but you didn't have time.
Right.
You're like, well, I could at least go get 6 in.
Yeah.
It's like it's got to be close to your work or your house. You got to keep some clothes and some clubs and some shoes in your car. But like, you could do 6 in an hour and a half if you're like.
Depending on how open the course is.
Right.
But if you have 3 6s, like it's almost going to always be open enough to play at any time of year.
Yeah.
It's also like, hey, I'm going to run and eat some dinner with the boys and go play 6 holes.
Yeah. Yeah. You could get stuck in traffic.
Yeah, you
just
could
as well as
sneak
you could play
in
6
6 holes.
Yeah.
Lunch break, low-key.
No, I
You
mean,
get
just
lunch break
about.
6 holes.
Just
Again,
about.
if you're close.
Yeah, that's my idea. 6, 12, and 18.
Okay. I love it. Any stupidities?
Mine was just a hotel room. Just in case anybody is stupid enough to turn it above 70, which I still think is high, by the way. The Nashville one was on 66, just for what it's worth.
I just love that you had to throw in at a nice hotel.
It was cheap.
I'm with you. I just thought it was funny.
I don't know about cheap, but it wasn't expensive. I expensed it. More important issues.
Perfect. I do everything. There was a midweek game between Marshall and Morehead State. Baseball game ended 32-15. Morehead State had 6 errors in the game. This must be the worst field of all time.
Have you not seen it?
Uh-uh.
Oh, right field is. I mean, you could about putt it out of the park.
Really?
Yeah. Left field is deep. So I got to imagine it was either oppos or lefties hitting them.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It's a softball field in right field. It's crazy. I'm shocked you're just now seeing that. I saw it in responses to that box score.
That's wild. My second one was Kentucky tweeting out now and then at Will Levis about the draft. And
they could have done that 30 weeks ago and it would have been okay.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to get your take on before we get out of here. Arkansas going after Madden Yamaliava for it's like a buyout.
Yeah, I mean, good, because I'm sure he had obligations as far as either signings or appearances, and he's not going to complete those. You don't have to, like, people are like, it can't be pay to play. That doesn't mean it's pay to play. He's not fulfilling the obligations of the $200,000. Yeah, they should go for that.
Yeah. Do you think there's going to be more of that, and that deters people from entering the portal?
I think his is an odd circumstance where he did it before he even. I mean, he didn't even make it to his first fall camp.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking like a guy like redoes his contract. Let's say Abu Carter, and then
I think it's a smart thing to do for NILs.
Yeah, 100%.
You have those. You have appearances booked all the way through fall camp.
Yep.
So that way, if they enter the portal, you can recoup that money. Yes, I think it should. Yes.
Yeah, and people are NIL right now in the transfer portal sucks, but it would suck less if we had some
and people are
parameters.
Right.
And no one's against like players being paid to play or paid in general, not paid to play, but paid in general. I don't think anybody's against that, but I think it is ruining the sport as a whole because like you just can't like. What was cool about college football is like the build up, like the excitement to the season, and now it's like, dude, the off season sucks.
Yeah.
It was also like college football is already hard enough with a rotating team with like young. It's not the NFL, obviously, where you've got a guy that can be there for 10 years, and so like it's only getting worse. It's like a fresh face every year. It's like worse than basketball at this point.
I mean, you hope that like your favorite NFL team like signs a guy to a long term deal because he'll be there.
Yeah.
But now it's like, I mean, these kids can negotiate every second of the day. Like, how in the world do they have more freedom than professional athletes? That's what's crazy to me.
Yeah. It is got to be fixed.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
Not fun. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for listening. If you haven't already, go check out Rowback.com. Use promo code More Important Issues for 20% off your first purchase. They got great stuff over there. Joey's over there rocking that Rowback. He loves it. We love it. So go check them out. Again, use that promo code More Important Issues for 20% off that first purchase. Thank y'all. Have a good weekend. Go Vols. We're bringing the boat in, and we out.